Damn it, what a blooming amazing gorgeous night. This is why I came back to Scotland, really. Hello guys, welcome to Edinburgh. Welcome to another video. For all the years that I've lived in this city, you know, I was born and brought up here. I cannot believe that I never found this spot. Well, I knew it existed, right? Because I drive past here quite a lot, but I never thought, you know what, this must be one of the best places in Edinburgh to take photographs of the city. And I thought it would be a good idea to bring you here to take a couple of quick shots to show you why it is the best view of the entire city. Look, there is Arthur's Seat right there behind me. I'll zoom into it in a little minute and show you better. And the old town of Edinburgh, the awesome, gorgeous old town of Edinburgh is right there as well, just over there behind my shoulder. But I wanted to bring you to tell you about my new direction of videos that I've been kind of teasing out over the last while on my channel. But first of all, let's see this amazing view. And this right here is the spot. Obviously with the wide angle you can't really see what I'm looking at, right? But I came here the other night and took some photos for Instagram. I'm going to put that up on screen right now. Took 3 or 4 really awesome shots here. It's such a great spot. Like I said, you've got Arthur's Seat in the crags up there. You've got Edinburgh Castle about there, roughly where my finger is now. That's Edinburgh Castle. You've got these awesome steps that go all the way down to I don't even know where. The train station, and the train's leaving there behind me. It's just a great spot to see the Edinburgh Old Town. One of the best spots I think for taking photos of the city now that I've found it. I always known it was roughly here, but I didn't know you get such a good view. This would be a great spot to see the fireworks at New Year's, I think. If that'll ever happen again. And also, if you look up the hill, Calton Hill there is behind me, up there, you'll probably see on the video now that the trees are turning all kinds of amazing colours because autumn or fall is here. Oh my goodness, it is cold in Scotland. I think I've become a southern softie in my time in London. But like I said to you in last week's video, it is so good to be back. Scotland is magical. So beautiful that it brings you to emotions. It brings you to tears sometimes. We've got so many amazing sights, so many amazing places. Edinburgh alone has so many amazing places, but there's a lot to explore. And I think, you know what I wanted to tell you guys, brought you all the way up here to see the view, to tell you that I want to become a bit of a mayor of Scotland in some senses on the internet over the next while in my videos. Basically, just becoming Mr. Scotland and showing you around the place. I want to promote local businesses who might have suffered and struggled over the last while. I want to show you about craftspeople, Scottish craftspeople, cultures and all that kind of stuff. Because we've just got such an amazing place here in Scotland. It's special, and a lot of people have struggled this year because of the virus. A lot of people have struggled to keep their businesses running and all that kind of stuff, and I just want to promote what's good about Scotland, all the amazing things, the food, the drink, the culture, the places, the scenery, the history, and that's what I'm going to do on my channel. So there you go, that's what's coming up on my videos, on my vlogs, my life in Edinburgh, my life in Scotland, and showing you around about. Thank you very much for being here and joining in, and if you're new to my channel, I very much appreciate if you'd hit the subscribe button, then you'll be part of the family, part of the gang. And I think it starts tonight because I got an alert today on my phone to say that there could be potentially northern lights, the Aurora Borealis in Scotland tonight. It is quite rare, right, in Scotland. But they're not rare in the world, and apparently it's going to be a very good winter for it. Over the winter period, we're going to see them a lot. And I think here in Scotland, we're about the southernmost extreme part of the world where you can see it quite semi-regularly, maybe 2, 3, 4 times a year or something like that. But there's good indications tonight. The weather is to clear up nicely. So I'm in the car because we're going to go for a bit of a road trip down the east coast towards a wee place called Dunbar. Later on, probably not until 10, 11 PM at night, that's when they're likely to come on, and hopefully we see something. It would be amazing if one of my first videos back in Scotland I could show you the Northern Lights. How cool would that be? In order to have a chance of seeing the Northern Lights, I'm taking you to one of my favourite spots around a 30-minute drive from my home in Edinburgh. This is the seaside town of Dunbar. One of its claim to fames, which my US viewers in particular might find interesting, is that this is the birthplace of John Muir, the naturalist and the man who founded many of America's national parks. It also has a fantastic surf beach, so I set the drone up to take some video before the sun goes down. The reason I come here to see the Aurora is that it has a clear view of the northern horizon with very little light pollution. This is very important for seeing the Northern Lights. I'll put a link below to a free blog post that I wrote on Patreon with all the information that you need to see the Northern Lights in Scotland. By the way, please consider becoming a Patreon member for some great extra benefits and to help support my channel. This is one of the reasons I love Scotland and the outdoors nature. There was an alert for the Northern Lights on my phone. I have all the apps that tell you when the Northern Lights are going to happen. And there was this red alert that was going to be last night, tonight, and then the next few nights. And it was supposed to be clouded tonight, but the clouds cleared. So literally it grabbed my stuff, jumped in the car, and we've come down to Dunbar. They're due to start in the next few minutes, so I'm going to jump out the car quickly. It is cold here, but it is a beautiful, beautiful night. It's like still, you know, one of those still cold nights where you can see all the stars. It's gorgeous. So we just need to wait for the Northern Lights now. But these are really rare, special nights. I absolutely love them. And the good thing is we can do this and we can take the videos and the photos from right next to the car, which is great. I'm at a place called the Bridge to Nowhere because there's a beach right in front of me, about 10 metres in front of me, and there's a river that runs through the beach to go to the ocean. And there's a little bridge that goes over the river, and when the tide's in, it kind of completely submerges around this bridge, and they call it the Bridge to Nowhere. And I thought it'd be a nice backdrop for the Aurora if we get to see it. So I'm going to jump out the car. It's due to kick off pretty soon. Let's see what we see. I'm not the only one down here. There are so many people. Can you see the Northern Lights? There's about 3 or 4 people down there next to the bridge, all with their cameras set up. But they've just appeared over the bridge, and I accidentally took a really, really nice photo of them when I was sitting up. I did not mean to press the shutter button, but it turned out to be a really nice photo. I'm going to show that on the screen right now. What also makes it unusual is the fact that we've got almost, not quite a full moon, but a very, very bright moon and a bright sky, which is not great for seeing the Aurora, but because it is so strong tonight, we're seeing it anyway. It's pretty cool. You can see the moon there behind me. It's big and bright. Damn it, what a blooming amazing gorgeous night. This is why I came back to Scotland, really. Well, this really is a fair weather activity for us, because it is too cold out there, but we were sat here in the car and I noticed at the corner of my eye a bright patch. I put the camera on it and it was the Northern Lights glowing pretty strong. So ran out, put all the cameras up and got a few time lapses and some images. This is what we saw. It just came and went though so quickly. Unfortunately tonight what's going to happen is it is now 11:30. It's going to go quiet for the next 3 hours, but at some point tonight at 3 in the morning there is going to be an explosion of colour in the sky. But it is a work night for me, so I can't stay up till 3 in the morning waiting for that. But someone who is able to stay here all night will get a spectacular show, and I dare say people in North America tonight will get an absolutely amazing show as well. But it's not for us, it's through the week. We have been lucky with a clear sky, and it was cool to see them nonetheless for the first time of this year. Not for the first time, we saw them in Iceland earlier this year. I love coming out, seeing weather stuff. I'm a weather addict, or a weather geek. No, it's not weather, I like natural phenomenon. So, storms, love to see a hurricane one day, northern lights, all that kind of stuff. Whenever it's happening and I'm close enough to it, I'll get out and see it. Thunder and lightning storms, for example, I absolutely love them. We've done well though, for a couple of hours. It's time for me to get back to Edinburgh and get back to bed though. A nice little mini adventure outside Edinburgh anyway. Hopefully you enjoyed some of the awesome colours of the Northern Lights from these images.